Okay. So, I think same idea here. Head back to Iberia. And we could even ride on Roach through the city. That does work. Most of the time, we're not allowed to actually gallop. But I suppose, technically speaking, that is still a little bit faster. Assuming Roach would you know, actually, or Geralt, for that matter, would actually call Roach. There we go.
Oh, I wish my man were as brave as you.
Come on, Roach, you can do it. You can do it, Roach. Just ignore, you know, the fire that you're trying to run through. And the person that you're also knocked... And just destroy everything while you're at it, Roach. Don't worry about it. Okay. So... we'll head on over. Make some monies. And then we'll head back.
That's it, Roach.
Here's our dude.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How might I be of help?
Alright. Let us sell.
What do you have on offer?
And yeah, we're just barely encumbered right now. But mostly looking to sell all the swords and low-level weapons that we picked up that individually they aren't worth much, but we have a high enough quantity of them that it seemed like it was probably worthwhile to make an effort to head back over here. I did not take note of how many coins we had when we first arrived. Oh, I did not mean to sell that crossbow, though we did have numerous, so I suppose that probably is fine. Also, we have a better crossbow than this one here, so we can probably sell this too, and not that it's worth much, but... Okay, then for the armors, we did get some Ophiri armor that we were saying perhaps would be interesting to at least check out. Haven't done that yet. It is light, which is good. Armor rating itself a little bit lower. Adrenaline point gain is interesting. Bit of an offensive stat on a piece of armor is usually tough to come by. Boots? Is that like the theme of Ophiri? Well, it's not on their boots, so maybe not. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of curious what they look like, but I think we've seen some people wearing this type of stuff, so I have a general sense. Just wondering if, like, is it worth holding on to an Ophiri set if we're continuing to try to stockpile some interesting looking armor sets? I don't know how we feel about the aesthetics of that stuff, but I think it's definitely safe to sell you. Safe to sell you. I'm gonna keep the New Moon set because now we do have a full set of that. That's definitely good to go, but good to say, I should say. How much are these worth? I mean, they're not worth much. Whatever that's worth. Yeah, maybe that's... While we're close to our stash, we'll head back. We'll stockpile all those other armor sets, the full New Moon set.
Didn't look that way.
Because we can. I'm pretty sure it's over here, although no, I overran it, didn't I? That's what I get for trying to... Oh no! I was heading in the right direction. I was gonna say that's what I get for trying to do it without checking the map, but I had the right idea. Okay. Hop the fence. Yeah, just trying to make a point of stashing this stuff if we want to hold on to it long term, because this weighs 8.5 units. That's a lot. Combine that with gloves, the boots, and the trousers. Trousers are actually the lightest of all those things. It's a little bit strange, but yeah, we'll stash the Ophiri stuff in case that's of interest later on as well. Okay. And as always, we will hop on our stash before heading out. It's a tradition, but, you know, it has to be done. Okay. So, now I think we're just headed to the herbalist. Which means... we have it active right now? Yeah, there it is. Okay, so we've got everything planned out. Or at least we've recruited everyone, I should say. We still don't know what the deal is with this stranger guy. We're trusting him to carry out the plan, and we're hoping that, well, much like many other people that we've made similar plans with, who have also withheld a bunch of information from us, we're hoping that he's not going to really mess us up and stab us in the back. But that certainly does seem possible. Yeah, Avalok. I'm kind of sort of thinking of you. You know, front steps were always hard, I found. Do we chat with you or do we go straight down? I think we go straight down. Let's save first. That is probably a safe option. A smart move to make. All right, Geralt. That's enough. Here we go.
And Countess Yvonne of Lanexeter's necklace. Your handiwork, wasn't it?
It was. I scaled a gutter, entered her bedchamber.
I knew it, I knew it.
Ah, at last, we're all here. Time to begin. This heist, it's no jest. So if any of you has any doubts, isn't sure, now's the time to leave.
Yeah, you know, like, giving us any information about it at all would perhaps
Sodi's auction house.
make us
It's
more
full.
confident.
That's our target. Everline, you'll enter through the tower when the patrol rounds this corner. Drop us a line. We have to be inside within 5 minutes. Is that enough?
It's plenty.
Splendid. Once we're all in the tower, we'll proceed to the auction house. Shouldn't see any guards inside. If we do, we'll have Geralt and his blades. Then,
No
downstairs
deaths.
to the vault. Quinto will crack the lock. We get in the vault, take the loot, disappear out the back through the secret passage. I've said my piece. Questions?
Secret passage? That we know about? Okay, sure. Why not go in that way? Seems dumb not to. I mean, it is, kind of strange that you're only bringing that up now.
Got a horse sense take on this. Secret passage. If we plan to use it on the way out, why not on the way in?
Excellent question. Why not?
Every corridor has two ends, right? Like a road. I know the location of just one end. It's in the vault. The other, it's somewhere beneath the city. But I can't tell you where.
Great.
Of course, you know
If you were
that
to-
there's a secret passageway
Find
in
that
there, but you don't know
location. I
the
wouldn't
one
need
that's
any.
outside the city. That's,
Believe you me, I've tried.
if anything, you know it the other way around, I would think.
Anything else?
It's kind of strange. Security measures inside. You said you weren't actually expecting to run into any guards there. I highly doubt that to be the case. That's likely to be one of the ways in which this plan goes a little bit awry.
Additional security measures. Traps. Any inside? Anything we need to watch out for?
Nothing particularly dangerous. Here on the ground floor,
Again,
there's a rope
give
linked to
us
the back
straight
of the tower.
information here, buddy.
Anyone sounds the alarm, there'll be trouble.
How do we stop it from ringing?
Don't pull the rope. As I said, the auction house ought to be empty. I don't expect any problems.
What about the vault?
It's not going to be
Is it
empty.
secured?
With a door. But you ought to be able to handle it. Any other problems we resolve as they come. Anything else?
And by we, you mean us three and not you. But yeah, it's just like this guy is... It's one thing to deliberately be trying to protect yourself by withholding information so that, you know, you can't be traced. But if you want us to succeed, you need to give us the information that you have about our mission. Otherwise, you are just making it harder for us to succeed. This guy's going several steps too far, at least one step too far, I would say, in terms of being overly cautious withholding information from us, which is making him rather frustrating to work with. It's like you're a horrendous teammate. You may have an elaborate plan here, but you are just so horrendous at leading this group right now because you are clearly not giving us the information that we need to succeed. But, yeah, like, you know, having a plan B when something does go wrong would be nice because all you said is, oh, there's not going to be anyone in there. Are there traps in there? There might be, but, you know, they're not going to be bad. Don't worry about it.
All good and fine, except what if something goes wrong? Seriously.
You don't seem to have planned for that.
We all are.
Just like that?
No room for friendship in this business.
Alright. That leads me to believe that we may end up fighting this guy, the stranger, at the end of all this. But, alright, I suppose. Let's get down to work.
Alright, let's get to work. I want to be done with this as soon as possible.
We'll reconvene in the gateway beside the tower. Midnight sharp. And everyone's to make sure they're not followed. I'll get word to the cook in the barracks.
What about wearing masks? Not a city in the north that don't have wanted posters with my likeness hanging about.
I'll tend to that. One last thing. Inform the City Watch. Blabber anything about this over an ale, and I'll kill you with my own hands.
Okay. I mean, we could just go now. I mean, we were planning on doing that anyway. Don't know if there's any reason to take a second to... No, I mean, we basically did all of our preparation, right? We're ready to go straight in, I think.
If you're so damn scared somebody will talk, let's all go there together. Now.
Any objections?
Yeah, I suppose I didn't think of that. Yeah, I guess the girl has a point.
Let's begin. Prime. Just one patrol. Mixture of yours must have worked. Eveline, you ready?
Are you kidding? Of course I am.
Okay. Is this guy actually going with us? Or was that just
3,
previously when we were recruiting people that he said that was up to us and only us?
It's clear. On your way.
Oh, she is quite nimble.
Ploughing city foul, shite all over again.
What? Arsenal.
Oh, ho, ho. Okay, well that's already perhaps a guard we weren't expecting. Of course he goes first.
Move.
What happened to 5 minutes? There's also that guard directly behind you who just happens to not be looking in this direction. Well, we've got that armor on that we didn't actually equip, but it is the secret agent armor we were saying we kind of wanted to have. Nothing to see here. Other than bird poop. Actually reminds me of a time when I was walking down a sidewalk with a friend, and there was a bird that pooped on the back of their hoodie mid-walk.
There be no one inside.
Seems my informer was wrong.
Is that all you've got to say? I nearly broke my neck.
You knew what you were signing up for. This is no time to argue.
Wait, sorry, what was the question here? I was too busy reminiscing about the good old days when birds would poop on people's clothing as they're walking from one building to the next. We'll argue later, can be sure of that. I mean, this guy, I mean, he's just so much. The way in which he is leading this operation is just rife with potential for conflict and trouble. And like I said, I'm not a big fan of his style here, but yeah, I mean, we're in now. There's no turning back the moment.
Gotta agree. Backing out's not an option anymore. Need to see this through, whatever happens.
Hallowed words. One guard could mean many more. You'd best draw your sword now.
But
No.
you said no guards in here, and you said
What
no death,
now?
or we said no
No
death.
one dies. Said so from the start.
Is that a wooden sword? Weird sound effect. Any more complaining to do, guys? Or head shaking, for that matter?
Whatever. Don your masks and let's go.
Did we get a mask? Did we put on our bird mask from the masquerade? I was the only one with a crown? Okay, hold on just a second here, guys. Because, yeah, I'm guessing we've got some decent stuff in here. Oh, what do we have here? Let's loot the normal stuffs first, and then we'll focus on the red stuff after that, because red stuff is presumably quest-related in some way, shape, or form, and may get things moving before we want to get things moving. But yeah, so going down there is the place where we are technically supposed to go. Can we go up? Yes, we can. There is more to loot here, including gnomish prankings, because that's totally what we wanted here. Can we jump on this? We can. Oh, man. Okay, now that's a great example of, like, yeah, that was a decent reward, yes, but this is a pretty darn obscure. That's an even more obscure, perhaps. Can we make it? No, we can't. Oh. Chest. So I think this is the type of thing where, I've said it in the past, but I think it's the type of thing where you should reward people, handsomely, if I do say so myself, for having discovered these types of things. Like, can we make this jump, though, is the thing. Ooh, no, not that time. There's got to be a better way to get up there. Or, like, it doesn't look like it's that far of a jump. Maybe we just, try to get more of a running start. Is that, like, is there a bigger ledge on one side? Like, this is a big chest. It looks like there's going to be something very nice here. There we go. That's just one meteorite ore. Other one was actually better, but alright. Can at least say that we succeeded in finding that. A moral victory, if nothing else. But yeah, I mean, the loot was okay. Now let's check out what this thing is all about here. What do we have here?
Letters must be old. String seems to say so too.
Love letter. Annotation. Item acquired. The rest of the Von E estate. Put up for auction. Starting price. 1 crown. No bids. My love, don't give up. There's still a week till you're to wed the O'Fury. Ah, yeah, I was guessing. This would have something to do with that relationship between Ogierd and this person who he said he had strong feelings for, but they were going to wed someone from Ophir, and he was not pleased about this. I'll think. Oh, wasn't it the prince, the guy who turned into the frog? Well, he cursed him into a frog, and then we killed him. I'll think of something. Perhaps I'll get the coin by then. Perhaps my tears will convince your father. Perhaps the goods will hear our prayers, or the gods will hear our prayers. Or if not they, perhaps some devil will. Yeah, that's not lost on me. like I said, Gaunter is some kind of demon-y dude. I think that much is pretty clear. And he did obviously show up. If nothing else helps, I'll crash into the temple through the window and swoop you up from the altar. We'll flee somewhere far, far away to the edge of the world where no one will find us. You write of sadness. I feel its weight too. I think of you constantly. Of how we sat at the alchemy. Is that the name of some building or something? Like a tavern? Till dawn, nursing a bottle of wine, and you traced our dream house in the sawdust on the floor. Of how we dangled our feet in the water from the dock, and you sang those bawdy songs that made me laugh and laugh. I kiss the medallion carrying your portrait before I fall asleep and as soon as I wake. I swear on all that is holy, we shall be together forever. Be brave. I love you. Your O. Obviously Olgierd, and when he says together forever, he means it.
It was true love.
And at least does seem as though they were really into each other. They had something going, but well, that's perhaps secondary for now. Get the vaults using the basement. So like, maybe we'll just save here as well. So are we just like
Clear for now. Knock on wood.
Good. Eyes in the back of your heads, everyone.
Mine are open. I've already seen several things I'd gladly take with me.
Not now. The vault. That's our target. Is that clear?
all right?
Eh?
What now, Wolf?
You know, maybe like don't yell. But I was kind of curious to see what you would say, just to see if you would actually blow or cover. Speaking of blowing or cover, yeah, probably shouldn't go through there, but I was curious. Okay, so it's over here. Sign of guards.
Yes, but
Yes.
we shall raise the starting. What's this? Guards! Guards!
Should have stayed in that cage.
No death.
Damn well know what I said.
Yeah, I know, you lied to
Before they
us.
sound the alarm.
Alright, so much for no death, although we do have a, what I believe to be wooden sword right now. So I don't exactly think we're going to be doing much in the way of dealing damage here. But, can our friends actually die? I don't know. They might be able to. Like, how aggressively do we... Yeah, like, we're dealing no damage. We're critting them for, like, maybe 100 damage. Defeat... I mean, it says defeat the guards. Like, can we just... Wooden sword? It says it's a steel sword. I don't know about that. I was gonna say, could we just change our weapons to something significantly stronger? Unfortunately, doesn't seem like it. So this is actually, in that case, going to be a very difficult battle because we have so little damage, right? But if we, I mean, we can throw on an oil, but 50% of 20 to 24 is 10 to 12, which is not exactly the most dramatic of boosts, but we'll take what we can get here. And then, do we have... I think we probably do want to go offensive potions, right? Trying to find any way to actually deal some sort of significant damage to these guys. Yeah, I think the Igni is probably going to be the best option, right? But, other than that, any decent options here? Also don't know, we didn't see life bars for our friends, so that may mean that they can't die, but that's probably a dangerous assumption to make. Reflect damage back to them is not a terrible idea. What about... this, I think. Yeah. Okay, there we go. Take that! 130 something damage. Stop blocking, dude. I deliberately tried to counter you so we could actually hit you. And then you have the nerve to block. It's just rude. Oh, hold on. Hey, how's it going, friend?
Stop him! He's not to flee!
Tackle him. Clearly this stranger has some kind of history with this dude. Ah, there's the alarm. So, were we technically capable of taking those guys out before they raised the alarm if we were quicker? Perhaps? Or is that guaranteed to happen? Don't know.
Damn it.
Lay down your arms! You have no chance!
Do we, though? Oh, really?
But we do have hostages.
Mercy, master! On the count of 3, we go in! 1, 2...
This got out of hand really quickly.
One step closer and folk will die.
Hold now! We must negotiate. What are your demands? To release the hostages?
Buy us a bit of time, Geralt.
Sure. Pull back. I guess.
We have one demand. Pull back from the auction house.
You know I cannot do that!
You can, just not sure you want to. How about I help you decide? Kill a hostage.
Just do what they want! I beg you!
Please don't actually kill this guy.
Calm yourself! No one is to be harmed, clear?
I would like for that to
Nothing
happen.
simpler. So long as you take your boys and pull out, we'll all live happily ever after.
I repeat, that is not an option. We must bargain, reach an agreement.
Okay, we'll just keep him talking. Tell me a joke. Sure, we'll
Tell
try.
me a joke. Any joke. So long as it's funny.
Excuse me? This is no...
Got a tip for you. No charge. Every tip after this will cost you, in the blood of an innocent. When talking to someone who's holding hostages, never use the words no, not, but, or maybe. Understand, Reginald?
My name's not Reg. You're not supposed to say not!
Huh, see that? This one gets the idea. And if I want to call you Reginald, I'll call you Reginald. Clear?
Actually, we already have a Reginald.
Clear.
Excellent. So let me hear the joke, Reginald. And believe me, you better hope it makes me laugh.
Look at Geralt, the Joker.
A little elfin runs up to his mother, calling poop poop. She says, "It's over there, love. Cut yourself a slice."
We keep him talking. And not exactly
Racist,
the most
Reginald?
impressive
No,
of jokes.
Not at all. I just... Don't say no! Yes, I'm a racist.
Oh,
Bloody
God.
hate elves. Dwarves too.
Time he took a gander downstairs. Vault's open.
Give you another chance, Reginald. You got 10 minutes to think of a better joke. Don't fuck this up. Goodwill gesture now. Letting one hostage go, then another hostage for every joke you tell me. Deal?
Deal. 10 minutes.
Alright. Not how I saw that playing out, but
Sorry, boys.
I think it
You'll
worked.
have to go on without me. I didn't sign on for this turn of events.
I don't blame you.
Through the vault.
There's a second. The chimney. Believe I'll squeeze through.
Down you come, Witcher. You've no choice, I'm afraid. Let's go. Downstairs.
Alright. She is not pleased. She kind of looked like she was about to rat on us. Seemed like she was considering that, but... Alright, well... I am curious to see... Hold on. I want to see actually what this says about her. Not the bestiary. He is a person. Evelyn. Evelyn? Starts with an E. There you are. So, to rob a vault, one must force open armor-plated doors and secret away mounds of loot. First and foremost, however, one needs to get inside the building containing said vault. To accomplish this, Geralt could use the help of a certain Evelyn Gallo, a circus performer famed through all the North, and who, it seemed, used her considerate talents for less law-abiding purposes as well. As is often the case in life, Evelyn was willing to help, but only in exchange for a favor. The Witcher had to save her circus troupe from humiliation. He duly performed the required feat, and the limber Elphys then joined the break-in crew. Evelyn Gallo performed as tasked and guided Geralt and his accomplices into the auction house. Yet as soon as the heist stopped going according to plan, and Redanian soldiers surrounded the auction house, she shimmied up and out the chimney and was never seen by Geralt again. Okay. I mean, if anyone could get through the chimney, it would be her, right? But I just wonder if, obviously, like, this is not... If you're conspiring to do this crazy heist, like, this is why teamwork matters. Like, this person leaves, they can rat us out, and they suddenly have a ton of power over us. So, like, Mr. Stranger, this is why your idea was stupid. Along with many other reasons. But, yeah, you, like I said, very poor leader. And more gnomish prankings. And lots of swords for us to take care of. Okay, so, did we save after we had that series of jokes, Comedy Central style? I don't think so. We may very well be able to loot after, but just in case we can't, we'll continue to become a very well-learned Witcher. We read The Last Wish? Not that one. I wanted the other one. But, perhaps we have. I mean, most of these have been ones that we've read many times before, right? Probably. But just take a second here to verify if we've gotten everything we're looking for. Now, there is some stuff on the other side, which, can we get to that without running right past the thing that we're looking to get? Perhaps, perhaps not. Yeah, the actual quest marker is the stranger himself, not necessarily the chest we're looking to get to. We're gonna have a ton of books by the time we're done with all this. Oh, what is this? Quest for payment. That looks important. This document certifies that my principal, Emmett Lumendorf and Sons Co., registered in Tredegor, Power of Eternity's forms attached, has authorized my office to make payment for services rendered, namely, the forging and installation of doubly fortified and armored doors fitted with Colossus brand locks for the vault of the Borsodi brothers auction house in Oxenford. Okay, so just him buying the locks, sure. This document likewise constitutes a request for payment in the amount of 65,000 Novigrad crowns. That's just about as much as we've ever had before, within 2 weeks of its receipt. If at the conclusion of said period no payment has been made, collection procedures will be initiated in the proper judicial channels. Robert Hilbert, Esquire, his lawyer. Okay. Doesn't really give us any juicy details, which is what I was hoping we might have found with that. You look like you're going down, so let's take a second here to... Yes, I see that. See that red quest-related note. Or loot? Yes. Letter from Master Matthew. I wonder if we might have missed one of these in one of the other corners, because it seems like there are actually a lot of these. Yeah, multiple letters on the table. Okay, so breaking into a horse's psyche is a simple matter of instilling your will. Oh no, this is the horse whistler. This one. It's like, what? Why is this letter talking about getting into a horse's psyche? Master Borsodi, I write to you concerning a most atypical matter. Okay, this looks like this might be more along the lines of what we're looking for. But please do not dismiss it summarily, for both you and the institution you run are in great danger. Allow me to explain what I mean. It so happens I'm a renowned astrologist and teller of fortunes. In recent days, for evident reasons, I've been forced into hiding, but a small circle of loyal customers has been kept informed of my whereabouts. Of these customers is a lady of high birth. Her name I shall not disclose out of discretion. Said lady came to me with a request. She wanted to learn what price would be certain item, or what price, would be certain items would sell for at an upcoming auction. After voicing my many objections, I nevertheless relented to the lady's request. But before you take offense at this interference in your business, please read to the end, for the cards I laid out for this lady told me something very important. The constellation of the cards clearly indicated a wolf shall appear at your doorstep. Wolf, in air quotes. And you shall not let him enter, but he shall nevertheless find a way inside. He shall enter your house, then take your house from you. I saw a tower struck by lightning and blood drinking blood. I believe you are extremely aware what that signifies. Am I not right? Okay, so the first half of that was extremely accurate. The latter half of that has not yet come to pass, but could potentially indicate that, yeah, we're going to have a tower struck by lightning. I mean, dramatic, but don't know what else to read into that. The blood drinking blood part immediately makes me think vampires and or just general conflict. But the whole, like, I believe you are extremely aware of what that signifies, that makes me think that, yeah, there perhaps are going to be some vampires in play here, but I don't know, we'll see. As fair reward for this morning, please hand a sum of 2,000 crowns to the man delivering this message. My sincerest respects, Master Matthew. Do we know who delivered this message? Not sure we do. Okay, let's just double check here, make sure we didn't miss any of those letters, because that one was definitely interesting. The previous one, less so, but those do seem like things we definitely want to make a point of reading. Okay, nothing there. This one, I think, is where we found that first letter, but was there anything over on this side? Because, yes, there was. Missed this one, okay. List of objects in need of restoration. Okay. In preparation for the upcoming auction, I hereby certify the receipt of the following items entrusted to me for restoration. Elven porphyritic statue of Ellerin, sculpted by an unknown master. Oh! Weren't we talking about a statue with one of the people that we met upstairs at the auction a while back? Lady draped with hung fox, oil painting, from the atelier of Master Van der Noob. Oh, is that the, Van der Noob? That was the painting that we spoke to the painting dude about. Jaudet, statue, I don't know how to pronounce half these words. Statuette of Goose Girl and 7 accompanying geese figurines. I don't remember this statue. Pipe carved of cherry wood with a ceramic stem, certified to have belonged to Nina Fioravanti. Name doesn't mean anything to me, I don't think. Pine wood trunk, ornamented with brass elements, crafted by the workshop of Samson of Banard. Okay. Painting by Van Rohe, the pseudonym associated with the work of... Oh, Lady Iris von Everett. We've heard Van Rohe. Okay. Han van Meegeren. Don't know what, if anything, read into that one. Other than just that it certainly mentioned some of the other topic or other like things that we have encountered in the auction itself and through talking to people. Any other letters on this side? Don't think so. I think we may be all lettered up at this point. I think we're good to go now. That might be a thing in tarot. Tower getting struck by lightning. Yeah, I think the tower is the name of a tarot card. That may just be what that's referring to. I think you might be right. Don't know if said tower is always getting struck by lightning or whatnot, but... Oh, there's a dude over there. Let's see. My guess is this is the big Borsodi down there, and then the stranger, and they're gonna have this dramatic stare down and heated conversation. And we're just gonna be like, hey, what's up, guys? We're here too. How's it going?
Hi, Geralt.
Hi, indeed. Believe this is going to get quite heated. Or is that just a random guard? Oh no, it's our safecracker dude.
The lock, lovingly crafted. 2 spring-loaded bolts, cylindrical plugs, Dameritian wards.
I'm not interested. No one's interested. We go in. Geralt, you're at the fore.
Why me?
It's why I hired you. Now move. We've no time.
Yeah, we're here to take...
Do or die.
Yep. All the pain and suffering of whatever dangers might await here. Which are going to be... This looks like a big vault at the moment. Hello? Just in case? Whoa! Okay, well... Alright, we got the spidery dudes. That's what we have here. It is also extremely hard to see. So it might be worth throwing on the cat potion. I think we got rid of it recently. Let's put it back on here. Because they're like dark colored enemies in a pitch black area. Gonna be basically impossible to see almost anything here. Okay. Now we can at least see. But also these guys poison, do they not? If I remember correctly. Or they also do that. Fortunately, Jordan did us a lot of favors there. This looks like a good opportunity to do this. I cannot see their life bars, but I believe they are dead. You are 1 hit away from dying. What if we just, like, you know, sidestep that, and then proceed to do this, and miss, and then do that? Okay.
That's it. For now.
For now. Hey, guys. Okay, guess we don't have anything else to say about that. We might... Should we deactivate the cat now? Well, actually I think we might want to, like... Can we go back down there? Because I didn't have any chance to see... Obviously there's a loot from the actual enemies that we fought there. But, were there any other things down there of interest? Like, this would be another place where I would think would be an interesting location to hide some nice loots, but is there actually a way back up if we do that? I am skeptical / fearful of being trapped down there for all of eternity. So, I mean, we could, like, save right now and then drop down, and worst comes to worst, if we can't come back up, we can reload that save. Maybe we go that route. I can imagine a situation in which the first time you drop down there, it's like part of that whole cutscene thing, and so you just end up down there. But if you try to drop down here now, then you're actually going to die from fall damage, because this is a pretty big drop. I don't know if Quen actually helps with those types of drops or not. Yeah, it does kill you. Okay. Yep. That would be another way to prevent you from going back down there. So that's why we saved.